Do you find it hard to talk to the camera? Lots of us do. And in this video right here, I'm going to tell you guys some tips and tricks on how to be better at talking not only to yourself, but to your chat as well. What's up everybody, I'm Cubos of Cubos Games, and I'm a growing streamer who's taking the knowledge I learn as I grow my stream, and I'm giving it back in the form of these videos to try and help other people avoid certain early pitfalls and make it easier for them to grow quickly. And one of the things I always talk about is talking to your chat and interacting with your community and being engaging on stream. So I figured I'd do this video. I was inspired by some of the viewers that are in my channel and talk to me very frequently, and they say it's weird to talk to yourself and just weird to talk to the camera alone. So I really wanted to put this video out to help them and other people who might find it really weird. So we'll just jump right into it. So anybody who's streamed before knows that it can be really hard to talk to yourself on your stream when there's no viewers in your chat engaging you in a conversation. And this is where you sort of have to come up with your own ideas on what you really want to talk about, things that you find interesting or that your viewers might find interesting, depending on the community that you're trying to build yourself. But the hardest part is really keeping that conversation going with yourself until you get somebody in the chat that you can engage with. Now, there are 4 things I want to go over in this video, and the first 2 are going to require a family member or a friend to help you out. Number 1, and the absolute easiest thing for you to do, is to ask a family member or a friend to sign up for Twitch, because it's free to do so, and have them actually just jump into your chat and chat away with you. Mom! Get on the Twitch! And this is obviously a really easy thing to do if you've got, mom or dad or a brother or a sister who can just jump into that chat and engage you in some conversations so that you feel more comfortable talking to the camera. You're more engaging when people get into your chat because you're already talking about something. And honestly, it doesn't even really matter what you're talking about. It could be your day-to-day stuff, but it helps you to be better at speaking overall on your stream. And if you think it's weird to talk to a family member online like this, pretend that they're not your family member. It's that simple. Just pretend that you don't know them as well as you actually do. Okay, that sounds weird. Just if it helps you to pretend that you don't know them as well as you do, if that's what gets you talking more and more openly with your chat, that's what it takes. Do it. Okay, the second thing that you can do that's pretty easy too is to ask a friend to jump in your game with you. Now, you want to be careful about this because you and your friend obviously probably talk about a lot of stuff, but when you're in the game, it tends to be centered around what you're doing in that game, especially say a fast-paced shooter. And you don't want to just talk about the game. There's no point in that. You could just jump into, a random group game and talk with those random people. It's not exactly engaging. So maybe ask your friend before you get into that game, ask them a few topics that they would talk about with you that are within the standards of your stream. If you're a family-friendly or a PG type stream, you probably don't want to be jumping in with a friend who swears a lot. But if you have a friend that you think you just mesh with, you have good chemistry, you game well together, get them in there, and that is going to help you too. Playing with a friend that you're comfortable with is going to help elevate your communication skills by talking about things that aren't just that game. If you and your friends are talking about things like current events or what's happening on your social medias or things that you're interested in outside of games and gameplay, people who jump into your chat are likely to be interested in some of those things too, and they're going to then throw their opinion in your chat box, and there you go. Now you have more people to engage with, and it becomes easier and easier to talk to your camera and to engage, and ups your communication levels. All right, the third thing that you can do, and this is actually fairly advanced. This is something that if you are serious about pursuing a career in streaming, you might really want to think about this, and it's to join some Toastmasters sessions. And if you don't know what Toastmasters is, you really need to look it up. They're an organization with the purpose of promoting communication and public speaking skills. And if you can find a Toastmasters club near you and join it and participate in some sessions, you're going to elevate your communication levels way beyond where you're at right now. And I'm not going to get into all the details of Toastmasters and exactly what they do and how they do it, but suffice it to say that they tend to be very non-judgmental spaces. It's filled with people like you or me, people who get anxious about talking in public, or maybe they just have never done it and they don't know how. And really, that's what this is. Like, you're talking to the public. When you look into this camera or you're looking at your screen and you are talking away on your channel, you are public speaking. And I am in no way sponsored by or affiliated with Toastmasters, but I have taken Toastmasters sessions and they work. I can guarantee you that you are going to be a better communicator if you go to some of those sessions. Okay, tip number 3 was a little advanced, so we're going to step back a little bit. Tip number 4 is pretend your camera is a person. It's that simple. Just pretend you are talking to someone, and when you do it, look at your camera. And it might be weird, but that's how I got over a lot of my anxiety in talking to my stream, is pretending that the camera is somebody who just can't answer me back. You're my only friend, camera. So you can tell your camera things, you can talk to it, you can ask it questions, you can be as candid as you want with that camera. Did you see what I did there, candid camera? Be as candid as you want with the camera, because it's not going to talk back at you, but somebody in your chat just might real soon. So as you talk to your camera more, you're going to figure out your own rhythm for communication and being engaging. And as people see you do these things, or they hear you speaking and communicating, and they get to know you and your interests because you're talking about them, you're gonna retain more and more viewers to this. And I won't tell you what my number averages are, because I don't think it matters to you. I don't want you to compare your stream to mine, because I don't compare my stream to other people's. I think that's wrong. It's the wrong way to go about it. But I can tell you without the shadow of a doubt that my average viewer count is climbing, because I'm communicating and talking about the topics that interest me. And sometimes I have off days where I find it hard to communicate by myself to my stream, and those are the days where I just quickly text up a friend and say, do you want to play with me on stream? That way I still get some communication, some verbal communication out on my stream, where it draws more people in, or it keeps them engaged if they're already there, because then I don't have to do half as much work. And a really wise boss once told me, work smarter, not harder. And that's how I try and live my life. Okay, just to recap, the 4 things that you can be doing, again, are getting a friend or a family member into your chat and talking with you that way, getting a friend to play the game with you and chat about things that are outside of the game. Take a Toastmasters course, because it's gonna help you so much. And 4 is just talk to your camera like it's a person. So I really hope that these things help you, and they're not going to be as easy to implement as some of the other things in my other videos, but communication is key. Make sure you're doing it, and it's going to help a ton. And that's it for this one, guys. So if you like the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Drop me a comment. Tell me what you guys thought. Come up with ideas for my next videos. I already have viewers telling me a few things they'd like to see, and as I'm learning more about those topics, I will make those videos for sure. Thank you guys. I love you. Stay positive. Bye.